Alright, YouTube, it's me, David Harry, your favourite YouTuber and vlogger. Right, in this video, two things. One, I've got a problem with my Beyerdynamic DT700 Pro X's where basically the headband's falling apart here. I don't know if we can see this, but I'll show you some close-ups in a second. So the foam piece on the headband is just fallen to bits, and this has happened within about 5-6 months of me buying them. So I want to show that to see if other people have had this problem with theirs, because this to me looks like a stock problem or like some kind of manufacturing defect. Anyways, the other thing that I want to do as well is just give you some insight onto what happened basically when I tried to get these returned. So the company Polar, who are the distributor for the Beyer stuff here in the UK, basically terrible support for the start, and also they basically force and like really bad practices as far as people being wasteful with headphones basically. So what I'm going to do is flip the camera over, show you this, and then I'll come back and talk about the Polar thing. Okay, so there's the problem there. Now obviously we should be able to easily see that, but what I'll do, I'll try and get a bit tighter on this. Now what it is, inside the headband here is obviously a foam cushion bit which sits on top of your head. Well, what it is, this PVC piece that surrounds the foam is just stuck on with some light adhesive by the looks of it here. And what's happened, it started off as just a little bit had popped out up here maybe a few months back, and basically within a few months of me actually buying them, it started going funny, and then it was only a couple of months after that it basically worn away on both sides and come right the way down to there. But as we can see here, this is a user replaceable part. There's actually a little rubber tab there that you use just to pop off. In fact, I'll just show you. It's literally, you just pull that tab there and the whole band comes off, see? So that thing there is totally user replaceable. Anyways, like I say, that happened or started happening within about 2 to 3 months after me buying them, and then they just got progressively worse. And the problem is, as anyone knows, if you're used to a single pair of headphones, even once you start seeing issues with them, you can't take the time out to do anything to send them back because you use them every day. These go off and on my head about maybe 8 or 10 times a day, constantly always on my head because of the way I monitor. It has to be on headphones. Anyways, yeah, so just thought I'd show you that quick close-up and stuff like that just to see if anybody else has come across that and recognizes that problem. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just give you a rundown of my experience dealing with Polar, who are Beyer's UK distributor, and basically how terrible that support was. Anyway, so as soon as I noticed the problem with these headphones, because they weren't as bad as they are now, this just got progressively worse really quick as soon as it started going wrong. I got back in touch with Amazon because that's where I bought them from. Anyways, Amazon just said to me, look, yeah, you can send them back. It's not a problem. So even after 5 or 6 months, Amazon were just straight in there going, look, send them back and we'll give you the refund. So I said to them, well, listen, what it is, the actual headphones themselves, there's no problem with them. It's not they sound weird or anything. It's just this foam piece on the headband. So then I explained to the person, because this was over a phone call, I explained to the person that with these headphones, that's actually a user replaceable part. And indeed, with this design for these headphones, and I think another recent pair of Beyer headphones, they've actually made most of the headphone unit user replaceable. So usually it'd be things like bits of foam and maybe the muffs on the ears and stuff like that. But now with these, there's a whole bunch of the stuff that's user replaceable. So I explained this to the person at Amazon, and they just politely said, well, listen, there's nothing we can do with these things because we don't get access to any of these replacement parts or anything. So you can either get in touch with the people who you'd bought it through, which were Polar through Amazon, or we'll just give you the refund. At which point I'm sitting there going, do you know what? There's nothing wrong with these other than that foam piece, so I won't send them back to Amazon. I'll deal with Polar instead and just get them to send me the foam piece as the replacement. Anyway, so after this weird questionnaire thing to try and get hold of any kind of support from them, which looks like it's just designed to put you off trying to get support. It was really weird because they were asking me to confirm all kinds of problems and confirm this and confirm that. the layout to this, the support for request wasn't in any way designed for anyone who had a simple problem like this, which must come up all the time. Anyway, so after about a week and a half, I kind of get like, you know, a shout back off them. And it's all like, yeah, send it down and we'll kind of get, you know, we'll have a look at them and stuff. And I'm thinking, what do you mean? Like, you know, this sounds like you're going to appraise as to whether or not this is actually a fault when it obviously is. So at that point, they're expecting me to spend my money on a courier to send them down to them, which, you know, for basically a replacement of a user replaceable part, which was all completely explained in the initial request, because I totally explained what was wrong with it. It was just the replaceable phone piece. And then at this point as well, there's no clear indication as to whether or not I've got to spend to get them returned back to me. And if indeed they're even going to do the repair, because they didn't say like, oh yeah, we understand what this is, send it back, we'll definitely repair it and send it back to you. It was all this kind of like, yeah, we'll have a look at it and we'll assess what the problem is. And I'm thinking, it's obvious what the problem is. Anyway, so at that point there, I'm like, you know, sod that, I'm not messing around like that. So what happened, I got back in touch with Amazon then, and then Amazon just said, sure thing, yeah, what it is, you know, we'll give you the refund, and if you want to rebuy them again, that's fine. I've got to be honest, I will be rebuying them because I really like them. But the thing is, what's happened here is due to all this nonsense by Polar, who should have just said to me, yeah, we know what that problem is, we'll just send you that replacement foam band in, you can put it on yourself, because it is a user replaceable part, because it's got rubber bits on the inside to easily take it out and replace it. So instead of just doing that, or basically saying, yeah, do us a favor, can you just send us a quick, you know, do a little picture, send us a JPEG. As soon as we have a look at that, we'll know what it is and we'll send you the replacement part. Instead of doing that, what they've done is force me now to go through a different route, to unnecessarily send back a working pair of headphones, which I can guarantee you will end up in a landfill, because these go back in this condition. Amazon are not accepting these back to put into like the Amazon warehouse, because these are technically damaged goods now. So the thing is, these are not going to go back for a repair. These are going to end up in a landfill, and what a waste and what a stress on the environment. Anyway, there we go. So yeah, let us know in the comments section if anybody else out there has seen this problem with the headbands on any of their recent Beyers and stuff like that. I'd be very interested, because for me this definitely looks like some kind of a stock issue. And also let me know what you think about that terrible and stupid way of dealing with people on a support request from Polar for something which is really dead simple to fix. Anywho, I'm David Harry. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye now.